Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here, and we are back with some cool new things that you may not be aware of in Forza Horizon 4. I know even nearly a year after its release date, there are still things I'm discovering. Whether they are good or bad, that's a different story. However, in today's video, I'll be covering a combination of 7 hidden secrets, glitches, and Easter eggs that you didn't know about in Forza Horizon 4. Starting off with number 1, downgraded graphics. Okay, so this is more relevant for players who play Forza Horizon 4 on console or play on PC who do not have their settings set on Ultra. What I mean by this is that whenever you go view a car in Forza Vista mode or photo mode, you can easily see just how detailed each car is. Whether it's the headlights, taillights, or even the engine bay, it all looks very impressive. However, not everything seems to be how they are. This is especially noticeable with cars that have an exposed panel showing the engine at the back of the vehicle. A good example is this MG Metro 6R4. You can see in photo mode the engine at the back is rendered quite well with braided materials, wires, fuel pumps. It's all very detailed. But when you exit photo mode, you can clearly see the engine bay is a lot less detailed than it was during the photo mode. The braided lines have gone missing. It even looks like the engine isn't even there. But one of the worst culprits is this, the Honda NSX-R GT. If we look in Forza Vista mode and take a look at the engine, my goodness, the detail is truly insane. But when you go into free roam, what's that red rectangle doing there? It just looks terrible. But not only that, even in photo mode, look at the engine bay. It's some low resolution photos stuck on the flat surface with no detail at all. Just completely pixelated. The graphics obviously have been downgraded to make the game run smoother, but it shows that the Forza Vista car models and the in-game car models has its differences. Number 2, the Volkswagen thumbnail glitch. Here is a small glitch that you all might want to see, since these two cars, no one really buys them to drive in Forza Horizon 4. The first is the Volkswagen Golf GTI Mark II. So one way of seeing this is to head over to the auto show, then choose the Golf GTI Mark II to purchase, and just wait for all the recommended designs to load, and you will see that this one here by HatchG81, for whatever reason, has his Golf facing the opposite direction, and well, to be honest, I have no idea where the wheels have gone. I mean, how on earth has this happened? And the other, well, it's not as dramatic as the Mark II Golf, but if you choose the Mark III Golf GTI, you can see on the recommended section again that one design thumbnail has been completely blacked out, almost as if it's a silhouette for a barn-find vehicle. But unfortunately, when you actually click it, it's just a relatively normal design. I don't know, are there any more bugs just like this one? Number 3, the blower bonnet opens. Alright, as some of you may know, when you add a blower to a muscle car, you can no longer open up the bonnet that is covering the engine. For example, with this Dodge Dart here, it is in its stock form, and we can see that when we explode the vehicle, all the doors, hoods, and front bonnet opens up, revealing what powers the car. But as soon as I add the blower, you can see that when the car explodes, the bonnet no longer opens up anymore. So this happens to every car except for this, the 1968 Ford Mustang GT Fastback. I've got the blower added, and when we explode the car, the bonnet opens up as well. This is clearly a glitch because when you look underneath the bonnet, it is completely solid. Yet on top, there's a big hole for the blower to fit in. And also, the reason why we aren't allowed to open the bonnet is we can clearly see the generic blower sitting just over on top of the engine, in this case the carburetor, which is blended heavily. What other cars also has this glitch? I'm curious to find out. Number 4, the Porsche Sound. It's clear as days that the sounds in Forza Horizon 4 has been very bad, from duplicate car sounds to terrible replications to their real-world counterparts. There were even glitches that would hang and lag the engine sound, not making them match the car's RPM while driving. Of course, some of these issues have been amended, which is good, but just as we thought all the shenanigans was over, we get the Porsche 718 GTS. Now, to be fair, this is only relevant to PC players, but when you are driving, you can hear, once you let go of the throttle, it sounds very staticky. Almost like an Allier meme intro with the audio put on full blast. Certainly not a great way to celebrate a new car in Forza Horizon 4, and most definitely not a good way for Playground Games to rebuild their reputations with engine noises. Number 5, the Subaru was the first choice. Here's perhaps the most interesting fact you probably didn't know about the game, but remember the prologue where we had to drive the McLaren Senna twice, and then there was a showcase event where we would use a Ford Fiesta rally car and battle against some motocross bikes. Well, it turns out that the Ford Fiesta wasn't the first choice in vehicles that Playground Games wanted. As we can see here in these concept art pictures, the Subaru rally car was actually the first choice. For those who don't know what a concept art is, it's a bunch of illustrations done through various softwares like Adobe Photoshop, collaging a bunch of different items together to create an art giving everyone a visualization as to what something could look like through words. And if this wasn't enough proof, if you look at the E3 reveal trailer again, you will see for a split moment the actual motocross showcase event being used with, of course, the Subaru rally car. I wonder what was the reason behind the change. Will there ever be footage leaked of the alpha version where it's the Subaru going across the showcase event? Because I would certainly love to see it. Number 6, headlights and taillights flash simultaneously. Okay, so this is a small little bug which, now that I think about all the other cars in Forza Horizon 4, there seems to be a very common brake bug amongst the many cars, as when you press the brake, some other lights around the car will also light up. And here is a new one with the Ferrari 360 Challenge Stradale. As you can see here, I am depressing my brakes, the brake lights come on as per usual, but when I pan around to the front of the car, you can also see the headlights simultaneously flashing too, matching with the brake lights. Unfortunately, you can't see both of these lights working together, but try it out for yourself and let me know whether it works for you or not, and also what other cars have also had a brake bug. And lastly, number 7, what's these cars at the top? Alright, so I'm sure some of you may have encountered this as you look in photo mode over the main Horizon Festival site, whether you're on the main island, Fortune Island, or even the Lego map. You will see a bunch of cars floating pretty high up in the air, just sitting stationary. Now, you might be asking, what on earth is going on? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. Those cars you see up in the air are actually the players that are in your lobby who are sitting in the Horizon Festival, modifying, painting, or changing their vehicles. It's just Playground Games' way of trying to hide the cars without having to code them up so they become invisible, so they just shoot them up in the air high enough that only the really observant ones will see. However, if you go have a look at the developer's build of Forza Horizon 3, which actually reveals a lot of Playground Games' hidden secrets about the Horizon series in general, you can see that the festival site indoor space is actually placed above the site itself. Of course, in the final game, we didn't see any of it, but the special free camera in the developer's build reveals just how it all works and why the cars is placed so high up over the Horizon Festival site. So there we have it, guys, 7 brand new glitches, Easter eggs and hidden secrets that you didn't know about in Forza Horizon 4. I know, once again, the game is out for a year, and every time they release an update, there seems to be a brand new glitch or bug that seems to appear in the game. It feels like the game will never ever be 100% solid, but that's absolutely fine. It's always fun to figure them out ourselves. Now, which ones did you guys not know in this video, and are there any other interesting facts about Forza Horizon 4 that you want to share? Make sure to write it down in the comment section below. I do read all of your comments, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button. That would really help me out. And also, if you guys would like to see more Forza Horizon 4 content just like this, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.